guys, so today is Sunday and we are back in the garage today. Got my heater over there in case you hear the roar, trying to warm this place up a little bit. We're not really going to be laying any paint today or anything, but I'm just tired of being cold, so we're going to warm it up a little bit in here. We're going to continue prepping, trying to get this engine bay looking nice. Hold on. Alright guys, so this is where we left off last night. Got a very good start on the prepping of the engine bay. I went and picked up some new Scotch Brite pads. They're a little rougher, so I can try to get in these corners a little better and in the trouble areas. We're also going to give our brackets a quick cleanup and then re-weld them back onto the vehicle because the bolts broke. So we're going to go over those and everything. I'm super excited. We're really close to painting this thing. We're really close to laying some primer down on it. Hopefully tomorrow, if all goes right and we get all the prep done today, or at least only have a little bit of prep tomorrow. Tomorrow I should have a good amount of time. If I get an early start, I probably have about 8 hours to work on this, and we should be able to get some primer down on it. You know, the grind is real, the hustle is real. I'm putting in the hours, I'm putting in the work. I mean, you know, I gotta roll right into Tuesday into my day job. So, you know, it's laborsome and it's tiresome, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do to go drifting in 2018. So we're getting it done. Let's get to work. Alright guys, so I have got some brake cleaning. I got in there and I was able to clean up the corners really nicely. I also got our brackets all re-welded, as you can see, re-welded back on there. Not pretty. This one was kind of rusty and cracked, so yeah, that one was pretty bad. But this one I just kind of spot welded and everything, and they're nice and strong. I'm not worried about it. They're back on there. I did get one of the broken bolts out, which is good. But yeah, we are just continuing with the prep. So she is looking pretty good, honestly. I mean, if I wanted to do this a little bit half-assed, not that I'm not doing it a little bit half-assed, but a little bit more half-assed, I could go ahead and lay the primer right now. But I want to scuff it up just a little bit more. I want to put in that extra time to just make sure that the primer is going to stick and everything like that. So I got my red Scotch Brite pad. I'm going to go ahead and keep scuffing and everything like that. And then hopefully we're going to lay the conversion primer today so that it can dry overnight and everything like that for tomorrow. So tomorrow we can come in and lay our primer. And I just keep picturing it in my head. I mean, just close your eyes for 2 seconds. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now just picture. Open them up and picture this whole engine bay one color. And I mean, I know it's not going to be the color, the top coat and clear coat and pretty and all that, but just imagine what it's going to look like in a solid primer, all one color, uniform. Just like, I can't wait to see it, because that's just going to be a glimpse of all our hard work, all the long hours, all the welding and fabrication and everything we've done to restore and just keep this chassis on the track. It's gonna be so nice. I can't wait to see it all one color. So yeah, I'm rambling, just dreaming, whatever. But I'm gonna get back to scuffing and everything like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well guys, there just comes a point where when you're looking at something that you're doing and you're judging how long you want to spend on it versus the outcome and everything, that eventually, eventually you reach a point where the outcome is not going to be worth any more time involved. So, I think I've reached that point. I have literally went over this whole engine bay 100 times, probably a good 5 hours or so with the Scotch Brite pad. And I'm pretty confident in saying that I think it's as scuffed up as it's gonna get. And considering we're not going for a show car quality here, we're just going for drift car quality and a decent respray just to make it look better. I think the outcome is, if we continue scuffing and sanding and whatever, I don't think the outcome is really gonna be worth the time involved, because we're painting over converted rust. We're still painting over non-bondoed, scratched up surfaces, uneven patches. I mean, if you just think about the whole package, it is not going to be finished to where it is going to be perfection. So as long as the paint sticks, we'll be good. And I think I've scuffed it up enough that the paint is gonna stick. So you know, we just gonna send it. I'm going to clean it up. I got some stuff I got over here that I haven't used before. Usually I use Prep-All. I really like the Prep-All solvent, but I got this wax and grease remover, which is basically, you know, I got it at Ollie's on sale for like $2 or something like that, $2.99, whatever. But it's basically for use before and after sanding. So I've never used it before. I usually use Prep-All, but mostly I'm doing body panels and stuff. So when it's this intricate with the whole engine bay and everything, you know, it's got so many curves and whatnot and all this stuff that I think I'm gonna try it. I'm pretty much just going to go through a ton of rags, spray an area, wipe it up until it looks clean, as in the rag doesn't collect any more black or brown dirtiness. And then I think that's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit the engine bay with this cleaner, try to get it all cleaned up. Because, you know, after you sand and everything like that, you want to still try to get the dirt off. So I'm going to blow all the particles off. I'm going to take this cleaner. I'm going to give it a shot, clean the engine bay. We're going to probably try to spray our converter rust. I'm running out of time. I only have about an hour left to work, so we're running out of time. I'd like to get this conversion primer sprayed so that tomorrow we can come in here and mix up some primer, heat the garage up, mix up some primer, and just, like I say, lay that gray goodness and just make this all one color. So excited. Hope you're excited. I'm gonna get back to work. Gotta shake it. Shake it real good. I've never used this stuff before, but it says to basically allow it to sit for 1 minute and then wipe free. So, interesting. Now you see that? This is why you always want to clean before you paint. Like, even though I don't have a bay, even though I don't have a professional paint booth and all that stuff, I'm still trying to follow the steps I should be in order to get a decent paint job. I'm thoroughly scuffing as best as I can with the time allotted. I'm cleaning after and everything in between stages of sanding to try to clean up all the gunk and dirt and everything. And you know, obviously this is just case in point. You don't get this dirt up, you don't get this grease and oil, the paint and the clear coats and all that, the foundation is horrible. So then your paint's just gonna lift off and everything. This, you know, I mean, we're gonna be spraying in a garage with no ventilation, dirt on the floor and crap. So I'm not expecting the best quality, but I'll tell you, I've gotten some amazing results, and I usually paint outside. So I think we'll do pretty good. So yeah, just, you know, that extra mile. All right, guys, so the engine bay, I've went over like 2-3 times with the cleaner and everything in a rag. And now, as you can see, I'm doing the standard, you know, shake up your paint can motion so we can try out this rust fix stuff. So this stuff here is supposed to convert rust to black primer. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we're gonna try it out. So my plan of attack is, this is a 1K, so we might get a little shrink back from it, but I'm gonna try to coat this in places that don't really matter, where there's just some rust and I can't really get to. So we're gonna spray all these like small little areas that have some rust with this stuff, and then we're gonna coat everything with regular primer. So hopefully this will just help try to turn that rust that's kind of in areas I can't get to or can't really clean up very well into something that is just not gonna rust as fast. Who knows? But yeah, I gotta shake this can vigorously for 1 minute and it's driving me crazy. I just hate this part. Either way, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to lay this down. We're gonna try to coat it. It's a little cold. It's about 47 degrees. I really hope this wax and grease remover I use works, because It snowed outside, it's cold. I can't really push it out and wash it with hand soap and water like I would like to. And I don't have any Prep-All, so yeah. I did not expect it to be clear or something. I thought it would be black. But yeah, we're just gonna send it. And spray these high rust areas and see what happens. Cause yeah, I don't know, not exactly sure, never used this before, but I did not expect it to be clear. Very interesting. I did not expect this to be clear. Kind of makes me wonder. The hard part about things that are clear when you're spraying them is you never really know how much coverage you're putting down. But I'm just gonna kind of coat all these areas where I have a little bit of rust and see what it does. The other cool thing about it being clear is that I can, it's not really gonna seem to impact when I go to actually primer the car. But let's see here, 2 minutes dry, 24 hours before the line top coat. Oh no, that's a long time. So yeah, it's 3 o'clock. That means I have to wait till 3 o'clock tomorrow to lay the primer. I don't know. We'll see. 24 hours to me means the change of the day, if you know what I'm saying. But no, in all seriousness, we'll probably wait out. All right, so I pretty much gave some spray. I'm really kind of curious how this works. It's got me a little bit nervous because I almost would feel better just spraying primer over everything and then just sending it with some paint. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens and see how it works out. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes because obviously it says light coats, wait a few minutes, spray more light coats, whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna give it about 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, and I'm gonna spray some more. And I'm probably just gonna do 3 coats because it is gonna get primered as well. So I don't really need to worry too much about it. But I just thought I'd give it a shot and see if it would help slow down or prevent the rust from growing after we paint the engine bay. Because the last thing I want is 2-3 months into it, I start bubbling up a bunch of rust from all the crap I couldn't get to. I don't think that would really be a problem. I think it would take at least a year or 2 before anything really showed its face and everything. But I'm trying to do like as much as I can to make this a quality garage paint job. So yeah, we're giving this a shot, and we'll see what it does. This Rust Fix by Duplicolor. So yeah, give it a couple minutes, put a couple more coats on, you know the drill. Alright guys, so I'm probably about 2 or 3 coats in, and I'll say this stuff is kind of weird. So, what was clear, it's hard for the camera to really pick it up, but it is changing its properties right in front of my eyes. So yeah, this stuff is, it's interesting. It's definitely turning darker where the rust was, and kind of changing colors and stuff. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared. I really hope this doesn't stuff our paint job, because I probably, I pretty much coated most of this stuff because all this had some kind of rust that I ground down and stuff. So I pretty much have just sprayed all along here and everything, and down there and everything. I'm a little nervous. I've never used it. I hate using new products. I hate using things I've never used before. I don't know how it's gonna react. I don't know how the products I am gonna be using are gonna like it. I don't know if it's just gonna totally mess up everything. It's got me a little worried. It's got me a little nervous. I stepped out of my comfort zone with this one. But I don't know what else to do other than just hope for the best. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens. Come tomorrow, pretty much when I lay some primer, because at this point right now, it's anybody's guess at what could happen. I'm a little worried. I hate that. You know, it's that feeling, that questioning, like, was that a good idea? You know, because what am I supposed to do now? I could let it dry and sand it all down, but you know, hey, not happening. Not happening. So, if you ever used this stuff before, please comment down below if it works, so that when I upload this video after I've primered everything, I know whether when I come home in 3 weeks, whether it's going to be total shit or not. Cause yeah, at this moment right now, I'm having my doubts. I'm having my doubts. I mean, it does look like it's doing something. It's meant to turn to black primer, and I mean, I'm guessing it's doing something. You can see how it's like, I don't know, changing its chemical composition. I don't know. I'm worried, but it is what it is. I shall see you guys tomorrow with hopefully a dry and black primered rusty engine bay, because I want to shoot some primer tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to dig out the box of paint supplies from inside the house, because you're not supposed to keep it in the code. Bring out my primer, get my old Harbor Freight primer gun, because I don't use the good stuff for primer. I don't use the good stuff for primer, like that right there, or that right there. Whoop, whoop. Focus. Oh yeah. No, I don't use the good guns with primer. I use the Harbor Freight piece of shit. I just cleaned out really good. It works good for primer, but you know, I've done some paint jobs with it and it does all right. But I'll tell you, I love my Warwick guns. They are awesome. I sprayed one time so far using them, and that was on that bumper, and it came out amazing. I can't wait to try out my DeVilbiss knockoff. Yeah, because I'm all about that cheap life. So I got a DeVilbiss knockoff, took it apart, compared it. It is literally identical to a legit DeVilbiss. So I'm really curious. The spray pattern on it was amazing. I may use that for the clear. I don't know yet. We will see. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow we can lay some primer. See you guys in the morning. Peace.